Welcome to a very special All Things Fun Vidcast. Special. That's right. We're going to talk about new comics that released today, Wednesday, August 31st. But there's there's a lot of comics, but there's only a few DC comics.
There's two.
Two, as fate would have it, and that's why today is so special, at least one of the main reasons. So let's actually...
We all three of us have actually read all of the DCs this week.
Yes, before the show started, that's right.
That's right, it's a monumental milestone.
Big event.
Heretofore unheard of.
That's right. We're covering new material here. So we hope everybody came out last night and enjoyed our way cool midnight release party. It was a lot of fun. And if you didn't, you can still check it out. Hit our website, allthingsfun.net/live. You can see all the events. If you didn't make it to the store, I hope you watched it live. Or you can go back and watch it. It's still there on the same page that you find our show on. And actually, we do have a special announcement. It will be the same announcement we made at the party last night, in case you didn't see that first here. Effective today, Wednesday, we're partnering with local entertainment retailer Tunes.
Great music store.
Great music store, great music. You can find all kinds of movies, DVDs. We've got an amazing used section, all kinds of great stuff.
Even LPs and 45s.
Yes, lots of vinyl, which is very cool.
Cool.
Yeah, lots of vinyl. So we're partnering right now with their Marlton store. You'll be able to go into their Marlton store, Route 73, the Tunes there, and you will find a way cool display of All Things Fun comics.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Yeah, a little sign there. So it's called All Things Fun at Tunes, which is very neat. And you're going to find some of the coolest stuff. You're going to find Justice League and Flashpoint 5 in the store. So if you're zipping out and about and can't get over here, you can stop by Tunes in Marlton, and you're going to find All Things Fun at Tunes, where we've got these books as well. So let's talk about...
Do they still have the cat?
Do they still have the cat?
Yeah.
We do not have the cat.
Oh, okay.
Alas, no cat.
It's a shame. We used to pet the cat.
Yeah, unfortunately, no cat. So let's talk about, who wants to talk about today's books? What books are the two books that we have
today? What books do we have today?
There are two. There is Flashpoint number 5, The
ending,
Conclusion,
and the beginning.
and Justice League number 1.
Flashpoint 5 has more than one cover.
It
Yes.
does.
It has a very hot homoerotic cover, and then it's got the Batman cover.
It's two excellent covers.
So if you've ever been writing flash fiction online, this is the cover you want.
Well, now that is in fact the main cover, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's unfortunate.
And yes.
That was, the first thing I thought of was,
Well, as noted, we have the ultimate confrontation between Professor Zoom and Barry Allen.
Yep.
We won't give away too many story details. But this is where everything comes together.
Yes.
All the other tie-in books were saying, come to Flashpoint number 5 for whatever's going to happen next at the end of every one of them. So, here it is.
Well, Flashpoint and Fear Itself too, but we won't talk about that right now. Flashpoint has been a series of great moments rather than story and character. It's been wow. Like you're hitting a page going, that's amazing. This book has got 2 of those moments, and they're more than a page, in the beginning and in the end, that are real payoffs and worth reading. And this book, Flashpoint, those 2 moments, and all of Justice League number 1, for me, are what comics are about. They were joys to read.
See, now I'm gonna agree and disagree, because I thought Flashpoint 5 delivered. It brought a story, and all of a sudden, things that you may have discarded in the past became important.
Yeah, it paid off.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
I find myself saying, wait, I don't remember when that happened, that thing that they're referring to. So we had to go back.
We had to tell the
look
girl
at
that doesn't
something.
read comics what it
Hey,
happened.
that is not fair.
It seems like every book that's important, you haven't read.
I haven't noticed that.
Don't you miss me?
You want to go back on vacation, Glenn?
Just gonna send them on a boat, just not the nice one. Well, because I thought it was very well done. I thought it was a great story. I was going to march on, pretend these guys aren't even here.
Well, no. What she missed was it might be something that all of us might miss. It's a minor story point.
Right, so why beat up on me about it?
I'm sorry. that pays off big.
Yes.
Here. It's one of those moments where you go, Oh, that's where it is.
Right, because there was a red herring in the beginning where I
Right.
thought we were going to find out that X, Y, and Z was actually happening when in fact it was M or something else. But we were told it in the beginning, but we probably all ran through it really fast and didn't notice. And by we, it turns out it was me.
Oh no!
But I may not be alone.
Right, and it's absolutely true because we all thought X, Y, Z. We all thought this was going to end a certain way, and when it didn't quite end that way, it was kind of surprising in a good way. You're like, oh, that's pretty cool because it should have just had this ending we all expected. Instead, it had a slightly different ending, which was a neat entry, and it provoked discussion.
Yes.
We're all talking about it, which is great. We're talking about a comic book. Think about that for a second. We're talking about a comic book.
We're talking about a comic book that I liked.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
so
true.
we all like the book, which is a bonus.
Mr. Misanthrope
From
over here
off-camera
actually
shocking.
liked it. Well, and at the end,
Misanthrope, that's what M stands for.
the M.
Brought to you by
the letter M. Yes, so and at the end, with the resolution of the whole Flashpoint thing, we get what we were hoping we would get, which is the lead-in to
Yes.
the DCNU, the new universe of DC Comics,
Yep.
and the new 52. Why are their uniforms different? Why are things a little reachier?
Well, do they answer
He doesn't
that?
fully explain it, but it gives you you get a 2-page spread of something going on, and that all gets dropped in there.
Yep.
So, but it's a mind bender, and that I'm sure they're gonna take us down that rabbit hole
At some point.
while it unravels later, I think.
Absolutely.
That is an answer I'm looking for. Somehow in this new world, tailors make clothes in segments.
Well, I've been thinking about the uniforms,
There's
and
no
I
such
think
thing
they
as a
make
unitard.
sense. They're no longer wearing nylon spandex gymnastics suits. You know, they're actually wearing clothing with seams, and that makes sense to me. I mean, wouldn't you expect that they would wear seams in their clothing? They wouldn't be wearing nylon
Yes.
spandex from the 80s
Just
that
like
my gymnastics Barbie wore. You know, that's...
That's right.
It appears to me, though, that you're throwing away certain superhero conventions.
Yes, the strongman underwear on the outside, sure. But I think they're moving it forward in time a little bit to make it a little more realistic. You know, wouldn't you expect if you're going to go out in battle, you're going to have something that doesn't require underwear on the outside?
Yeah, it was not everybody can say this. I was very fortunate to talk to Jim Lee
Right.
about his designing for Justice League, and he's very. I mean, it's not a mistake.
Yes.
It wasn't just, hey, I thought this would look cool. While they kept elements a secret, like whether or not Wonder Woman was wearing pants.
Which they changed.
Right?
Well,
Well, they did because they were they were just trying to mess with everybody. Like there's stuff that we
Sure.
didn't know until this book shows up. Because it was apparently important. But there are, their collars. Like he's literally trying to find ways to bring them together as a team. Just short of them all wearing a blue 4, on their chest.
Right.
Except for Batman and Flash and maybe Cyborg, they all have that collar.
Right. They all have the
Well,
collars.
Wonder Woman has a choker that is
Yeah.
the same thing,
And they even all have some definition on their
Cyborg and
heads.
Flash have a chin
Yeah.
thing that's the same. Anyway,
Do
Justice
we
League
want
number...
to talk about this?
Yeah, we're
Yes.
almost out of time,
Okay.
and we haven't actually talked about it yet.
Yeah, it's important because it's the book,
It's the beginning.
Yep.
and it's great. When I finished reading it, I said, "This is what comics is about."
It's cool.
It's really good. I chuckled a couple times reading it. I was smiling when I was reading it. It is really
I wish I
good.
had tape that.
I know, right?
You don't see that
You have a great team up, Green Lantern and Batman, and the interaction is terrific.
Yeah, a little odd couple thing going on.
Well, yeah,
But-
just a reminder, it's 5 years in the past,
Yeah.
so now we have our new universe,
Right.
and we go back 5 years
Right.
to when these heroes are meeting for the first time. When
Yes.
the world is meeting superheroes for the first time, we see that, and these heroes are meeting each other for the first time. So there's a lot of introductions, it's a great way to get into the universe, and DC has told us that pretty much the entire 52 will spawn from this book, from this universe.
And of course, we get hints as to who the big bad is as
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, there will be a big bad, as there should be.
A
well.
very
And a
cool
little bit of a redesign on the big bad's henchman as well.
Yes, which is very cool,
Yes.
I thought. Yeah, because you're going to look at stuff and it looks familiar. You're like, is that what I think it is? You got to read on. You're like, oh, it is. That's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of that. So all in all, I mean, I don't want to put words in Glenn's mouth, God forbid, but I think it was pretty good.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
5 out of 5.
It's a winner.
5 out of 5.
Finally, I can read Justice League again.
Welcome back.
Yes.
So yeah, clearly DC's got a winner in his hands. This is a great way to get back into comics. It's a great place to start. And of course, you can, I'm going to tell you to come pick it up here at All Things Fun. Or head down to Tunes in Marlton, and you can pick up a copy there as well.
You know what the most important word about this book, other than it's good, is?
We're out of time?
It's accessible.
Oh, accessible, yes.
You could hand this off to, I don't know, my mother-in-law.
Yep.
And she could read it, understand it, and get what was going on.
Yep.
And be looking forward to issue 2.
Yeah.
So excellent, there you go. All right, we'll tell you what, we still have a bunch of stuff to cover. We only covered 2 books. So we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We're right back with more of the All Things Fun Vidcast right after this.